Hi guys, believe it or not, yesterday I had a talk with Mr. President Barack Obama on the phone about learning English. The talk was short and Mr. President seemed to be very economical with his words. But I hope that you can learn some things from this conversation. Enjoy.
Hello, Mr. President. Hello. Do you hear me?
Hi, everybody.
Thank you for spending your precious time talking to me about learning English this morning. I promise this will be very quick. So let's start with the first question. Do you think everyone needs to be able to communicate effectively in English?
We all do.
Pardon?
We all do.
Oh, yes. As a teacher, I always try my best to help my students improve their English. I don't want them to get low scores for tests like IELTS or TOEFL and therefore be disqualified from getting whatever they want to achieve.
We can't let that happen.
Absolutely. A lot of people ask me what I should do to improve their English and use it naturally and automatically. I always tell them that there are several steps. First, before we speak, we need to understand what's being said, so it's very important to better our listening skills. We can do this by starting from easy materials first and move on to difficult ones. And we have to make sure that we always have the transcript or subtitles to help us best understand the recordings. Then we can copy the native speakers and practice speaking using the ideas we get from listening. Finally, we can find some foreigners in the local area to make friends and communicate in English.
Each of these steps will make a difference.
Sure.
But we need to do more. Today, we're blessed to live in a world where technology allows us to connect instantly with just about anyone on the planet.
Exactly. So besides making friends with native speakers in the local area, we should also connect with people around the world. So we can learn a lot more, not only the language, but also different cultures. That sounds great, Mr. President. Here's another question. Many good English learners say if we want to improve our English skills, we should listen to English at least 2 hours a day. What do you think?
It's the right thing to do.
Absolutely. To be honest, however, a lot of people do not really have any motivation to learn English, even though they want to improve it. What would you say to these people? What can English language do for them?
It can have a major impact on your life. It can determine whether or not you qualify for getting a job.
Exactly. Here in Vietnam, most university students must have some qualifications like TOEIC or IELTS to graduate. But many of these students usually do not try to learn English until they get into the final year.
Soon, we face a very clear deadline that requires us to make some big decisions.
Sure, so those students should not wait until the deadline, right? If they spend 4 years working on the English, they can absolutely get more than 800 for the TOEIC test. Sometimes I don't really understand why people take no interest in learning a language. Being able to communicate in English is a great advantage for anyone. I mean, it makes our life better. It
lays the groundwork for future progress.
Wow. Thank you, Mr. President. You put it so beautifully. So, you've been super helpful, sir. Before we say goodbye, do you have any final message to learners of English in Vietnam?
No dream is too big if they're willing to work for it. It demands your constant attention and, of course, a healthy dose of patience. No matter who you are, if you work hard and live up to your responsibilities, you can make it if you try. Thanks, and have a great weekend.
You too, Mr. President. Thank you.